History's most effective torture often left no marks at all. No blood, no scars, no weapon in the room, just a person alone and their own mind turned against them. Because it turns out the mind breaks faster than the body. And once you see how, you can't unsee it. Start with something everyone does every night: sleep. In 16th century Europe, accused witches were kept awake for days to force a confession. No trial needed, just enough hours without sleep, and people confessed to things they never did. Centuries later, the method hadn't changed. Just the century. Declassified reports show detainees kept awake for up to 180 hours. That's more than a week without sleep. At that point, people don't just get tired. They hallucinate. They lose track of what's real. Your brain needs sleep to sort memories and regulate emotion. Take it away long enough, and the mind starts to come apart on its own. Now take away the opposite, all sensation. It's called white torture, a small cell, blank white walls, constant light. No day, no night, no sound, no color, no one to talk to. It's been documented in Iranian prisons and at Guantanamo Bay. Prisoners describe losing track of time within days. Some report hallucinating shapes on walls that have no features at all. Your brain isn't built for a world with nothing in it. Take away enough input, and it starts inventing its own. That's not weakness. That's just what a starved brain does, which leads to the most universal method of all: solitary confinement, total isolation. Weeks, sometimes months. No human contact at all. Researchers who study it report the same pattern over and over. Anxiety, paranoia, memory problems, hallucinations. Some prisoners lose the ability to have a normal conversation. Not because they were weak going in. Humans are simply not built to be that alone. Here's one that's almost too strange to believe. East Germany's secret police, the Stasi, had a method called Zersetzung. It means decomposition. No prison, no interrogation room, no visible force at all. Agents would break into a target's home while they were out and change one small thing. Move a chair a few inches, swap a picture frame, reset a clock, then leave without taking anything. The person would come home to a house that felt subtly, wrongly different. Over months, thousands of people started to doubt their own memory. Some were formally diagnosed as having lost touch with reality. The Stasi never laid a hand on them. They just made people stop trusting their own mind. In 1849, one case shows exactly how far this can go. A young Russian writer, Fyodor Dostoevsky, was arrested for reading a banned letter aloud. He was sentenced to death by firing squad. On December 22nd, he was marched into a square with the other prisoners. Tied to a post, blindfolded, he heard the soldiers load their rifles and take aim. Then, at the very last second, a rider burst into the square waving a white flag. A pardon. Their sentence, commuted to prison labor in Siberia. Here's the detail almost nobody knows. The pardon had already been signed the day before. The order was to announce it at the last possible moment, on purpose. Dostoevsky didn't almost die that day. He was made to fully believe he was about to, and then unbelieve it in the same breath. He wrote about that morning for the rest of his life. Some historians say it reshaped everything he wrote afterward. Look at all 5 of these side by side, and one pattern shows up every time. None of them touch the body. Every single one attacks the same 3 things: certainty, control, and connection to other people. Take away sleep, and the mind loses its grip on what's real. Take away sensation, and it starts inventing its own reality. Take away people, and it starts to unravel from the inside. Quietly rearrange someone's reality, and they stop trusting their own memory. Make someone believe their death is certain, then reverse it, and you rewrite who they are. The body can survive an extraordinary amount. But the mind runs on 3 things: knowing what's real, having some control, and not being alone. Take those away, and it doesn't matter how strong someone is. Which is exactly why this still matters today, far outside any prison. Isolation, uncertainty, losing a sense of control. Those aren't just historical torture tactics. They're the same 3 things that quietly wear people down in ordinary life. A stretch of loneliness, a situation with no clear end, a loss of control over your own days. Your mind reacts to those even at a much smaller scale because it's built to. So if isolation or uncertainty has been hard on you lately, that's not you being fragile. That's a mind doing exactly what it evolved to do. History's worst methods didn't find some new weakness in people. They just found the 3 things every human mind actually needs: